To call Donald Trump's victory a surprise would be an understatement. Look how Hillary Clinton's supporters reacted to the news late last night. They were not expecting it. An unbelievable upset across the battleground states. So what actually made the difference in those states? Lee Carter is here with the exit polls. Good morning, Lee.
Great to be here.
Great to see you. Exit polls came out at about 5:15. It looked like Hillary was going to win. And now when you really research these exit polls and you look and you dig deeper, we're learning who can bring change, who the American people really thought could bring change. And this is what one of the exit polls showed, that Donald Trump got 83% and Clinton 14%.
And this is a really, it's not surprising that Trump would be the change agent, but when we know that Americans are looking for change and they say, when you fill in the blank, it's Donald Trump's the one that's going to do it, you have an indication he's probably going to do pretty well. Now, a lot of things that are happening here in the exit polls weren't huge surprises if you looked at the margin of errors going into this, but add them all together and you start to see the pieces that made this puzzle
Well, and in that one, we know that he's going to bring change. Hillary Clinton's in the pictures with Barack Obama. The question was, did the voter want change or did they want more of the same? Clearly, they wanted change. The majority did. Look at this next one. They polled working class whites without college degrees. Only 28% were for Hillary Clinton and 67% for Donald Trump. What was it about him that appealed to that sect?
I think he was speaking to them for the first time in a very, very long time. They feel like they've been forgotten by a lot of the policies of the last 8 years, even more than that. There are people that you would talk to in focus groups and I would talk to around the country, and I've heard tons of stories about that. People say, no one has talked to me in forever. I haven't been excited about a candidate. I haven't even wanted to vote in 20 years, and here I am going to vote again. He gave people hope. Now, everybody can talk about the anger and the negativity, and that's not what these people were excited about. They were excited about the opportunity to find more jobs, for the economy working for them again. They were hopeful. They weren't necessarily as angry as everybody's talking about.
It seems so long ago, but remember those primaries? He won by 5 or 6 points. Do you think, what was happening yesterday? Were people just too embarrassed to say they were voting for him when really they were?
I think it's such an interesting phenomenon. All throughout the primaries, you looked at the polls, Trump was never going to win, and he always outperformed by, like, as you say, 5 to 6 points. If you can remember, one of the last ones was Florida. Everybody said, it is neck and neck. What's going to happen? Is Rubio going to take his own state? And Trump won by 19 points. So we definitely have a phenomenon that we're seeing that Trump outperforms the polls. Probably part of that is due to the fact that people don't want to say it out loud. I know several people just weren't sure what they're going to do until they got there, and they said, this isn't about him. This is about change for our country, and so they would pull that trigger. So all of what Trump did in this was he performed within the margin of error, but in the best possible way that he possibly could have.
It's unbelievable. You've been great. Thank you so much for working so hard.
So great to be here.
Thanks, Lee.